Is America ready for a female president? Introduction. The political arena is now increasingly diverse, and the role of women is growing. In the American community, despite democratic gender movements, gender gaps in politics need to be bridged. There are debates over how much power should be given to women and whether they deserve this position. These debates force one to look for an answer to why political differences become part of gender relations. There is the question of whether the American community is ready for women in high positions as president. The community is not only prepared for a woman president but needs one. Argumentation. Women are achieving success in many fields, gradually gaining their places under the sun. The nomination of women for essential positions always makes the front pages of the newspapers, and voters are skeptical of the candidacy. The already established policy justifies that no woman has served as president or, until recently, as Chief Justice since the founding of the United States. Society, formed from a multi-ethnic population, is less likely to see women as strong leaders out of established stereotypes. However, there is a change in this trend due to the successful experience of other countries, which demonstrate economic and social growth by their example. More than 70% of voters would be satisfied with a female president because they assess her skills, not in terms of gender. Consequently, other people's experiences allow Democratic candidates to trust a woman, and they are willing to elect her to the presidency. Republican states are less ready for a woman president because of the increased prevalence of gender stereotypes. It is reflected in the passage of many laws restricting women's rights, for example, the abolition of a woman's right to an abortion this week. This decision is justified by men's inability to look at society from a woman's perspective, without the prism of dominance, without prearranged conditions for growth. Consequently, a woman president is a necessity for American society, which cannot make its own decisions without sexism due to male dominance in politics. Public opposition to a woman president decreased significantly after the 2016 election following the success of Hillary Clinton's campaign. Moreover, the experience allowed the public to look at women in the political arena in a new way. Studies show that probably more voters would have voted for a woman had it not been for public pressure. In addition, over 40% of voters believe that women's effectiveness is equal to or greater than men's. Consequently, there is a social readiness for a female president, even though pressure from the male population may make one oppose it. The hostility of male voters may be critical, but society is beginning to overcome it. As far as the selection of candidates is concerned, the results are quite clear. Polls show that the female half of the population prefers women candidates. It is justified not only by solidarity factors but also by the universal notions that bind women. Even if stereotypes persist among women candidates, they are justified by a righteous desire to help in an important social institution, the family. Consequently, at least half of voters can choose a woman president because they feel an involuntary affinity out of a sense of understanding the experience. It allows people to reaffirm that a woman president is a real chance for America to reach new political achievements. Counterarguments and their controversy. The predominant public argument against female candidates is the claim that they do not like them. It is reported in an interactive study, explaining why America is not ready for a female president. The study is correct because it points to the strength of white men's social prejudices. It imposes enormous limitations on the political arena, narrowing the options and competitiveness of the population. Although the counterargument is valid, it is recommended that the situation be reconsidered from a different angle. Social prejudice can be used against dissenting voters. Already existing male politicians can sway them toward a different view. Consequently, this factor is at least surmountable and at most completely solvable. Conclusion. Thus, there is now an increase in women in politics. It is justified by increased voter confidence, electoral integrity, and diversity. The American community is ready for a woman president because most voters can evaluate a candidate regardless of gender due to the work of policies already in place. With a growing feminist agenda, more and more of the female population is choosing female candidates. Consequently, arguments about excessive pressure from the male population are illiquid because they will soon be eliminated.